Okay, so if you bought the kit and that happens, I'm really sorry. Just be very, very careful on opening that up and don't bend it back because obviously the metal is very sensitive. Okay, so I have a ring here that we're going to use, bookbinding ring. Okay, so, and I'm just going to start adding these to my ring. But I want to make sure I can add it to my top of this. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to show you guys really quickly. I'm just going to use kind of different sizes. Nothing like, no rules, right? Just random interchanging these tags. And this is also where you could add like this. I'm going to cut my string off. Like that in there. I know we've had a little acorn which we can add. Like this one can be used for a rainy day. So being that you have your tag, you can randomly change out, you know, open it up and change out the different tags to fit that day. And like this, you can, you know, a lot of times I don't really, I just kind of go along and I'm like, oh, that look cute stapled on here, so I'll just staple this tag on, staple this little, I wanted to definitely use my little squirrel too off this bag. But you can, you know, just as you go along, staple leaves. I don't want to put a hole in the squirrel's head, but I'm going to have to if I want to make him into a tag. Put that in there. So yeah, so I also, you know, I talked about this in my last video that I had started keeping a gratitude journal, and I don't know. I mean, believe me, there's so many things to be grateful for throughout the day. So I don't know how I want to incorporate both of these. I'm going to keep that out. Ta-da. And then if you want to add, I don't know if I can punch a hole in this. Oh yeah. You can add a leaf there. And then this one is going to be, oh, and then it also comes with numbers, so you can do like November 1st, and then I want to definitely, so this is going to be kind of like my introduction card. I was going to see if maybe I had a, what's on the back side of here? I don't know if that black and white really necessarily goes with everything. Let's see what else I got in here. And I plan on using a lot of little different, so, okay, so I went to while I was on my trip, and I think I mentioned this earlier, I went on a, it looks so cute, I'm going to put that on last. I went to a retreat with Crafty Destinations. And if you have any questions and you don't know Crafty Destinations, just send me a message and I would love to tell you about it. Oh look, I could do my rainbow. I'm just digging around in one of my bags I have here beside me. Yeah, so go shop your stash, you guys, because that could be perfect. That's gonna kind of create the beginning. And it's a perfect color, don't you guys think, for autumn? But anyway, I went to a retreat while I was in Maine, and we, of course, it was just a for fun retreat, right? But you got to do a swap, and we swapped goodies, and I have all these fun little goodies. Like I got this, and I have these from last year that I can actually put on here as well. I want to do that one. So I'm literally going to be using a lot of my stash that I got, because that's kind of my process thought for the new year, you guys. And I have, like I said, I have tons of videos. I made a list of all the things I want to do, and I'll have to tell you some of the changes that are coming this next year, and I'm so excited for them. Okay, and then this is like, look how cute that is. See, and it was part of a swap that I received, and so I could put that on there as well. Okay, so, and I mean, definitely break out your material, your fluff, all the things. Okay, so I'm going to add a sticker because we're doing a grateful heart. So I would love to hear you guys that got the kit. Are you liking the new sticker style? Because I did the monster mash, and I did this one with different characters versus my girls, and I really enjoyed changing it up a bit. Just using a plain old Crayola marker. So it's going to be November, and the date is '23. Let me take a sip of coffee really quickly. That's good stuff. Excuse me. Oh, if you guys haven't been on Instagram or Facebook in a while, I did post a swap we're doing. It's a sign up for cozy sock swap, and so if you're interested, go to my Instagram or my Facebook page, and I'll try to leave it down here, but only if you're super committed, you guys, because basically we're going to be swapping socks. So cozy socks, and you can include like any kind of ephemera. You can include, if you want to include your favorite drink, like a little packet of cocoa or coffee or hot tea or something like that. Just make it a cozy little kit. But literally it's just going to be exchanging socks, and so I just want to make sure that you're committed so that everybody gets their swap. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to use a different pen because that one didn't want to work. So details is 30 days of gratitude, right? 30 days with a grateful heart. Okay. Well, what was it? What am I wanting to do? It's like I'm wanting to bring joy into my life, and by doing that, showing gratitude is really what I'm wanting to express in this. Finding joy every day with gratitude. Maybe that's it. Finding joy in every day with gratitude. It's funny, I was in my finding every day, finding joy every day with gratitude with my explanation. Okay. All right. So that's going to be my little introduction. And then I'm going to close it, right? Oh my gosh, it already looks the cutest ever. So if you have a hook, put this on your hook, your little wreath. Oh my gosh, I already love it. I already love it. And so every day I can sit. Oh, we were going to put the acorn on here. Let me open this back up. You guys, I mean, if you got the kit and maybe I should have put regular binding rings in there. I'm really like, after I broke my my ring, I'm kind of like, yeah. So, but we're going to be decorating the wreath in one of the videos. And then, of course, I don't know if I'll be able to pop on every day to show my gratitude, but definitely, hopefully, at least I hope to do several videos throughout this month. And like right now, so, and you don't have to fill up every one, but you can change it out if you want to. Like say, for example, day one, this Home Sweet Home one that works for me is going to be my day, and then I can actually write a little thing on the back. So that's the setup. And like I said, I'm going to find me a little hook in my space, and I'm going to attach this so that it's right at my fingertips, and I can add, oops, get it out of camera, I can add as I go along. I'm so excited for this journey this month. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But alright, you guys, like I said, I'm glad you guys are here. I am so excited to be back. I'm feeling so much better. So things are good. Life is good. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Good morning, you guys. Happy November 1st. I am so happy to be here. I just want to tell you guys thank you for your patience. This last couple months have been just such a whirlwind for me, and things are finally starting to get settled down, and I'm happy that it's just all, I'm just happy right now. So I have a ton of videos planned. I made a list, and you may be getting a bunch of videos because for one, it's the most magical time of the year, so I have lots of things planned. But the other thing is that I'm going to be doing a gratitude, grateful little tag series starting today, because we're going to talk about it. So this is actually the kit that came in this last month, which was the Grateful Heart Kit. And it didn't come with a journal, which typically does, and I did a little preview of what was in the journal, and it's a lot of tags and little things to decorate. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little tag journal set up today, and I'm going to show you guys how I plan to use it. So I know that typically in the month of November, it's a lot of time to reflect and be grateful, and I know practicing gratitude is so important throughout the entire year, but I know that here in the States, being that it's Thanksgiving and you really look towards things that you're thankful for, then this is a great way to do it. So I'm actually going to be making a tag kit, but as I mentioned before, we can always add it to our journals as we go along, which I'm on the fence about that because I really am trying to not downsize, but not have so many things, because literally, you guys, I have boxes and boxes of journals, and of course I love them. I'm not going to do anything with them, but I mean, I'm going to keep them and reflect on them, but I want to, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit trying to figure out how I want to do things. So I actually just opened up, so that's not here nor there, but it's just kind of something that I've been processing and thinking about. But I want to put these in some sort of organization, but I'm not going to have them all. I'm going to be combining them and creating these into more like a junk tag journal. And so what I plan to do, and if you didn't get the kit, this is something that you can also do as well. Basically, I'm just taking journaling cards. You could use all tags. You could use all index cards. I have a whole little bin over here. It's kind of messy, but this was my like Project Life thing. So I still use a ton of Project Life cards in my journals, and so definitely can use that as well. So I'm just going to kind of combine this one. I'm going to cut the little ends off, but I'm going to combine all of this into like a little junk tag. And I just recently put a new table, so if you hear the crinkling table cover, if you hear the crinkling, it's because it hasn't gotten settled yet. I keep hearing it. But so with these that came in the kit, they look like tags, but I just need to cut off the ends here like that and punch the hole. So the idea is to kind of create, have a card for every day. And again, with these, it's really perfect because you can write on the back. But that's kind of what my idea is. But I think as I go along, you know, this is a perfect time for things to manifest and change and go along with, you know, as you work in your journal, the same thing, you kind of create as you go along. And, you know, that's part of the creativity process. You can do whatever you want. No rules, right? We can get messy. We can, if you're not liking something, just move on. If you love it, great, do it again. But just do what you love and have fun and make it your own. That's what's important. Not, you know, I've talked about this process before that, oh yeah, and these came with it, which is like the cute little die cuts. And there's 57 pieces, you guys. So even if I wrote down something and I glued one of these on it, voila. The day is complete for me, you know. So I know that we're getting into the busy time of the year, but this is a great way. I've been trying to, you know, I started a gratitude journal, but let me finish my thought process on my other thing. I've talked about this before, where I find a style and then I haven't done it in a while because I'm so comfortable where I am now. But if you're just starting out journaling or junk journaling or wanting to do something a little different than what you typically do, and you feel stuck, right? Or you're like, ooh, I really like the way that looks, and and I've done this before. That's what I'm talking. Believe me, I've done this where I'm like, oh, I love her style, and I want to have my journals look like that. And in the process, it just doesn't feel right, you know, because it's not natural. And some of the things I do pick up, because, I mean, I've been doing this for so long that I love like mixed media, and so definitely have learned a lot from others. But sometimes when I try, I've done this too, where I've like, oh, I love her style, and it just doesn't, it doesn't feel natural because it's not my style. Does that make sense? It's like me, for example, and I've never really done this, but this is just an example that I'm thinking about out loud, is if, I think I don't know why this one keeps calling to me, so I'm going to leave that out, like a beginning, because, and I'll tell you more about it as I get moving through the tag, but, tag journal. But what I've realized is trying to be exactly like somebody else, you lose yourself. But for example, if I wanted to do all black and white, right? I love that look. I love the idea of the grungy black and white browns, but I'm a colorful person, and although I love that, it just doesn't work. You know, I always revert back to my style, which is lots of color. And that's just who I am, you know. So you get to learn that if you're starting out and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming, I don't know where to start. Just remember that play, and you'll learn what you like and what you don't like and what doesn't feel natural. So, okay, so that is that's my little spill on be yourself. There's no one else like you in the whole world. Okay, so I actually did count that I have 30 little cards here, and so literally I'm gonna just prep. Sometimes I have a hard time, I'm like, well, I don't know, but I want to make this process as efficient as possible because I want to be able to do this on a daily basis, and yeah, so that's that. I want to be able to come in here, get my tag journal in, write my gratitude out. Now on the back of these you can see they have designs, so you're like, well, how am I going to do that? I'm going to be using different papers, scrapbook paper, journal papers, things like that I can easily cut out and glue on the back for those particular pages. Or if you have space on the front, you can do it on the front. Like for example, you know, you can even write it right here. Write it on there, write it on the pumpkins. So I'm going to definitely use up the spaces, but like for example this one, I love this. Harvest, stay cozy, falling for you, cold nights, sweater weather, pie, autumn, thankful, bonfires. And actually, if I punch a hole in this one, I might have to just add this one to my journal because I'm going to end up punching a hole in the wording, and I don't want to do that. And this one I'm going to offset a little bit because I don't want to punch the raincoat. And the weather has just been amazing here, you guys. It's finally chilly. Of course, in Texas, it'll be like 80 degrees. You know, we're 50s right now. And then for the high, and then 80s will be this weekend. So you just never... you just never know. Okay, so those are those. I have these tags. I'm definitely keeping the strings on them. Actually, I might change them out a little bit, but for now I'm going to keep them on there. And then this one could actually be like even tucked in or something like that. But we're going to be adding, what I want to do, so my thought process is I want to make this cute little wreath into like the holder. And we're going to decorate this in one of the videos. I haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do with it. I mean, what design. But I'm going to be adding everything on here. So this is like also came in the kit. If you're wondering, this is a shower curtain ring. You know, doesn't it look familiar? But I'm going to be adding... Oh no. Uh-oh. I just broke my shower curtain ring. Uh-oh. Okay. That is called a video foul. So, I'm going to have to find another one. Don't bend it back like that. Note to self. Well, that's a heck of a note. Okay. Well, I'm going to chunk that in the trash. And go to plan B, which I don't have my rings here. Let me go get a ring so we can show how we're going to do this.